Hey guys, I had told you on yesterday that I had purchased this bag from Walmart. It was $14.97. I went to the clearance aisle and they had them on sale for $5. So I wanted to design out both sides of the bag. And so I did one side. I wanted to test it first before I show you guys because I wasn't sure if I was going to use vinyl or what I was going to use. But I ended up using cotton. So I actually printed this image directly on cotton and then I cut it out myself. And um, I took some Fabri-Tac, which is here, Fabri-Tac, and I took it and put it all around the edges and in the center. And then I let it sit so that it would secure to the bag. So this particular cotton is supposed to be heat transfer, where you can iron it onto um, items, but not clothing because it's not washable. So you cannot wash it. I did not want to test the iron on just because the paper itself, not the paper, but the cotton itself, just the information in the packaging wasn't right. And I didn't like it. So I decided to do it my way, which is just to print it out on the cotton. You guys can see it's no sticky back. This is actually cotton. But I decided to just go ahead and print on there and then use my Fabri-Tac to secure it. So I'm going to show you how I use Fabri-Tac to secure it to this bag. So what I do is, and the good thing about it, because this is cotton, you don't have to worry about it seeping through and giving you like blotches that you can tell some type of glue or something was used. As you can see, you cannot see, or as you can tell, you cannot see any blotches or anything on her. Okay. So I'm gonna do the same thing. This M I got off of Cricut Design Space. I went to images, searched for an M, and this was one of the ones that came up under the free monthly subscription if you have Cricut Access. So that's where this came from. And then the image I Googled. I went out to see what Google had out there, and I found that image. It had a white background. I removed the white background from all around there and then printed it out, and I cut it out myself. I did not have Cricut to actually cut it for me. So I just used my scissors and cut it myself. Now, if you try something like this, guys, you always want to make sure that you get those edges. You want to get the edges of the image really, really well because you don't want it to lift up, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm going around the image first, and then I'll get in the middle. But I want to get around it first, and I'm going to have to hold it down because I don't want any of the glue to hit my front side. And then I'll show you guys here in just a second. Let me just get it on here. All around the edge, and then go in the center. Okay, because you don't want it to be like bubbled up in the middle. And Fabri-Tac does have a smell to it, so it does stink. Just put that out there if you've never used it before, but it secures amazing. Okay, so I'm going to be placing the M on this side, and I have my Fabri-Tac all over. I don't want to drop it all over the M, so you guys can see that. And I have to be able to look right at it. So I'm going to hold it down while I place it on. And I want to make sure I got my placement just right so that it's not crooked. Okay. And then I'm just pressing around the image, and on the inside of the bag, I'm pushing outward so that I get it nice and secured on there. Okay. Just like that. Okay. So I think I'm going to use the remaining sheet, um, 2 sheets, but the I'm gonna use one of them and put some stars, some yellow stars around it, and then I'm going to place those stars on here using the Fabri-Tac as well. But anytime you use the Fabri-Tac, before you use the item, I would say let it adhere for at least 24 hours, 12 being minimum, just to make sure that it's nice and intact, and that you don't risk the image coming up. You guys can see how nicely that looks. No bubbles, no discoloration from using the Fabri-Tac. And I know we're always putting our kids' names on stuff, guys, but in this day and time when we have the sex traffickers out here snatching kids left and right, I don't recommend placing the child's name or nicknames or anything like that on their clothing. So, as much as I would like to put Micaiah on here, I just put an M, because you don't want them to have on a t-shirt with their name on it and some weirdo comes up to them and just calls them by their first name and try to make like they know them. Okay. And sometimes the kid is not thinking, oh, I had my name on my shirt. You know, um, they could be in the area and say, hey, Micaiah, don't you go to such and such school? You know, my brother, come up with some random name. Tommy, he's in your class. So I don't recommend putting kids' names on their clothing or any of their items, to be honest with you. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys how I adhered images to the bag, because I wasn't certain if I was going to do heat transfer, vinyl, or what I was going to do. I will post in the group with the stars on it, just to let you see how it turned out overall. But you guys can see that so far, it's amazing. I like it. And people like personalization, so they like personalized gifts. They wouldn't be able to just walk into Walmart and buy this bag, but they would be able to get the bag without the, personalization to it. So yeah, just want to jump on and share with you that, because I did say I would come on and show you how I design out the bag. Fabri-Tac, always, always good to use anytime you're working with fabric and you want to adhere something to the fabric, but again, it does stink. All right, so if you have any questions or comments about this process, let me know, and I will be more than happy to assist you. I'm going to let this sit and secure like I did on that side, and in the meantime, I'll print out some stars on this same cotton paper. Now that I'm thinking about it, this is it. So it's called Styled Basics, and it says it's a printable cotton iron-on sheet, and it tells you, again, it's 3 sheets. Where is it at? Right here. It tells you it's 3 sheets, and I only bought 1 pack because I thought, oh, iron-on and it's cotton. Oh, that would be awesome. I think I left the other sheets in there, but just so that you know what it looked like, I would not recommend it. you know. And it has bags. That's why I purchased it, was because I saw the bags and stuff. And I was like, oh, that'll be cool to do an iron on. But again, you can't tell the front from the back. You can't tell if it's matte or glossy on one side. And the blue streaks they speak of don't exist. And I put a light on it and you still couldn't see it. So I didn't want to ruin the bag trying to iron that on, and not sure if I had it on the right side or not. So that's why I ended up using the Fabri-Tac. But I knew that Fabri-Tac would work as well. And even on here, it tells you that if it doesn't secure properly, to use some fabric glue. So fabric glue, if you want to use these, be prepared to use fabric glue. But Walmart, they send a lot of stuff. They may have this in the store 1 month, and then the next month you never see it again. So I haven't looked for it anymore, to be honest with you. So I don't know if they still sell it. I've had it for about 3 or 4 months now, and just been deciding on when I was going to use it and how. So, yeah, 3 sheets. I'm going to put some stars on this bag, and then I'll post it in the group. All right. All right, guys, you guys have a blessed day. And as always, you know, my motto is each one reach one so that each one can teach one. And thank you guys for being in my group, Endorses Freaking Creative Crafters on Facebook. I was about to say Facebook on Facebook. And you can also find me on YouTube, and I'm under Doris Edwards on YouTube. All right. Have a great day, guys. Bye.